Hi guys, it's Triple C. Today we'll be looking at a CPU cooler. This is the Scythe Choten TUF Gaming Alliance. This is Scythe and the TUF Gaming sort of collaboration version of this cooler. This is a top-down cooler due to the limitation of my computer case. This is meant for my bedroom computer, the one with the 3300X. So I only have about 13.5 centimeter of headroom to put a cooler. So this is a top-down cooler that's within that limitation. Well, the option for that, it's very, very limited. And with all consideration, what I really need to do here is not really to make it any cooler, rather is to reduce the noise that it makes. The stock AMD cooler gets pretty loud when it's running at full speed. So I need to fix that since it's bedroom cooler computer, especially when I'm running Forza Horizon 5. Anyway, this has been many years since I had a Scythe cooler. So yeah, it kind of gives you a little nostalgia going back to this again. I had the Scythe Susano, I believe it's called, many years ago, and that was one of my favorite cooler. That thing is so huge. I took all the fans off it and I just run it fanless on a i5 750, I believe at the time, and it looks really great. It works really well. And before that, I had a Scythe Ninja variant of cooler. That thing is really huge too. So really large cooler is kind of how I see Scythe every time I see a Scythe cooler. Anyway, this one, yeah, it looks really big too, but well. So anyway, let's get these things out first. There's a back plate, some pieces for installation. This one I believe is for Intel. This piece, I'm not sure. I guess wait till I read the instruction manual, but those are the parts that's in it. All right, so instruction manuals, take a quick look. Right. All right, so yeah, that was for Intel. And those pieces are for AMD. Okay, cool. Looks straightforward. All right, so the cooler itself. It is really wide, but it doesn't particularly look really big. To be honest, if it's like a tower cooler, this will actually be rather thin, those fins. So yeah, those heat pipes are really long. They are for heat pipe, they are not direct contact. But yeah, either way, this should work fine for the 3300X. I don't know how well it will do when it comes to making it much cooler than the stock cooler, or for overclock for that matter, but I haven't overclocked the 3300X. I didn't find it necessary. This CPU is turbo boost at 4.3 gigahertz itself anyway, so I just left it stuck. Okay, so connection for the RGB lighting and for the cooler itself. So here are the pieces that I'll need for the installation, which includes 4 screws, those long ones, and the standoff, and the 2 pieces, and the centerpiece that's going to put the pressure down, the thermal paste, and then I'll be using my thermal ride instead of the one that comes with the cooler. So the reason that I get a top-down cooler is really because of this case. Here's my ruler. Let's take a quick look. My headroom, it's only about 13 or 13.5 centimeter, as you can see here. So most of the tower cooler ain't gonna work. Most of the tower cooler goes anywhere between 15 to 16 centimeter high. I also like to mention I changed my GPU fan. This video card is some China brand that I don't recognize, and yeah, this Asus fan happened to fit. I found a store that sells them, and then I replace it. It works well, and that's that. Reduce some noise. All right, so let's get right into the insulation. First, I need to remove the stock cooler. Look at the amount of dust. It's not all that visible until you shine a light on it. And yes, I am doing this in my bedroom late at night, so yeah, I don't have the lighting too well, but thanks to modern technology, the softwares in phone cameras are really good with the low light situation. So yeah, we can see this clearly, and this is how we're going to do this. Okay, so how it works, you have to put the mounting stand on first. So those pieces, this is how you put them together. You have the screws in and the stand off, and you basically just screw the two pieces on, have it ready first, and that was it. You put the CPU cooler on and just use that other piece and screw it down. So yeah, let's do that. Like so. Okay, so I don't do this often enough anymore. That should be enough, more than plenty, I think. That should be fine. All right. Yeah, I guess that's that. Let's put the cooler right on. New and shiny. Take that. There we go. Oh, it doesn't really look that perfect, is it? But oh well. There we go. And then we just put this piece in. Just sort of aim it, screw it down, and we're good to go. The top of the cooler is designed with the opening for your screwdriver to go in. So it's pretty straightforward. Just have to be more careful on how you put it down. I would say just screw it down a little bit, not too much, because then it'll be a little bit hard to get the other side in. And then I would say get the inside in first, so then on the other side you have more access to it. Depending on your case, of course. My case, this side is the closer side is a opening, but for regular case it might not be the case. So you have to just screw down a little bit. Don't screw on too much, so you can easily put the other side down. Make it a little bit more even. All right, so yeah, that's solid. It's in good. So let's put the RAM in, and we'll be good to go. Oh man, that's yeah, that's worrying. Seems to be, wait a minute. There seems to be enough space to put it in, but not really. So if the RAM is already in, there will be enough headroom for it, but damn. Yeah, my RAM is a little bit too high. Oh, I don't know if I can install it this way. Oh, I think I had to take the cooler off and do it again. Oh no, I didn't see this coming. Okay, this time we put RAM in first. We should be good to go. And because of that, I did have to use the thermal paste that came with the cooler. Might as well. So yeah, here we go again. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so there are those little inserts that'll help you align it right. Those are some of the convenience for the design. And as you can see, there's enough headroom for the RAM, so we are all good here. Good to go. Okay, so that's what it looked like. It looks a little bit cramped because I have that 3.5-inch hard drive. I actually got that new. It's a 2 terabyte. It's really cheap, so I thought I kind of needed a drive for storage. But no, it's not getting in the way. It's not exactly visually pleasing, just because it's kind of come out a little bit. But I don't got OCD. I'm fine with that. As you can see, there's a lot of space there. This cooler is not particularly large, but it should do the trick. And yeah, nothing is blocking the fan, so that's good. So without further ado, let's power it on and take a look. There we go. Ah. I don't know, I don't really like that yellow there, but oh well. If it's in the case, I'm not gonna be able to see it. But if you have a side window, I don't know. If you like that style, then yeah, it looks good, but not for me. If it's me, I will probably get a different fan just for the aesthetics. But this case does not have a side window, so it's not gonna matter. The RGB looks nice. That looks decent. Yeah, so it is definitely much quieter compared to the stock cooler, which it served its purpose, which I bought this to reduce noise. It's kind of nice to use a cooler with 12 centimeter fan instead of a smaller fan, which you had to spin much faster, and which it generates a lot of noise. Okay, so let's check out the RGB. Since it's connected to the motherboard, so we should have some control to it. Alright. Yeah, so it works. With the, well, what you see here would be the gigabytes of software for their RGB control from the motherboard. Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't have that many options, but you know, it is what it is. What do you want from CPU RGB anyway? Alright, so now I can play some Forza Horizon 5 late at night and not having the computer being obnoxiously loud. That GPU fan is still going to be quite noisy, but at least it's not an annoying type of noisy. It's just mostly wind noises. Yeah, so that's that. Now I can play Forza Horizon 5 late at night without having to endure that much noise. No longer it's going to be obnoxiously loud. well, the GPU cooler is still going to be quite noisy, but you'll be mostly wind noises instead of the the rattling, or it's still mostly just going to be wind noises. So it's not something that's too obnoxious, which it serves a purpose, and then the CPU cooler ain't gonna add to that, so that's okay. Yeah, so I guess that should be all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I just realized, oh right, before we go, well, I just said a million things all at the same time. I just realized my PS Vita was upside down the whole time. Ha, that's kind of weird. Anyway, I was gonna say this is not a performance benchmark kind of review video. It's really just a little unboxing and installation video of the Choten cooler from Scythe. And yeah, I guess that'll be that for this one. It served the purpose of making things a little bit quieter. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care.